Ever wondered why some apps on your phone feel just amazing, super smooth, super responsive, while others feel kind of clunky and slow? Well, a lot of the time, the secret sauce is something called native development. Today, we're going to dig into what that actually is, why it's called the gold standard, and here's the best part, how you can get it without a giant budget. So, you've got this killer app idea, right? It's brilliant. But how do you take that idea and turn it into something real? Something that's not just functional, but fast, secure, and just feels great to use? That's the big question, and we're going to tackle it right now. Okay, so what exactly is native development? Put simply, it's about building an app specifically for one operating system, either iOS for Apple devices or Android for everything else. It uses their specific programming languages, like Swift for Apple or Kotlin for Google. Think of it like this. It's a key that's been perfectly cut for one specific lock. It just works flawlessly. So why all the hype around native apps? I mean, in a world with so many different ways to build an app, what makes this one so special? Why do people call it the gold standard? Let's get into it. Well, when you go native, you're just unlocking a whole different level of quality. First off, performance. We're talking lightning speed, because the app is speaking the device's mother tongue, no translator needed. You get full direct access to all the phone's hardware, the camera, the GPS, the fingerprint scanner, you name it. Security is baked right in. But maybe the biggest thing of all, the user experience is just seamless. Everything looks and feels exactly the way it's supposed to on your phone. Yeah, this quote really just hits the nail on the head. If what you're after is the absolute best performance possible, a perfect user experience, and a deep connection with the phone's features, native is, hands down, the way to go. And this table just lays it all out, crystal clear. I mean, look at performance, look at user experience. Native is in a league of its own. It's the best across the board. But then, you get to that last row, development cost. And that's where things start to get a little tricky. Right, so if native is the best, why isn't every single app native? Well, because this gold standard has always come with a pretty big catch, and it's not just about the money. See, the traditional way of building native apps is a beast. You're not just building one app, you're building two completely separate ones, one for iPhones and another for Androids. That means you've got two different code bases to manage, which means you need two different specialized teams of developers. It doubles the work, doubles the testing, and can make your timeline stretch out for months, sometimes even years. And that's been the core problem for a long, long time. The best app experiences have felt, well, reserved for the companies with the deepest pockets and the most patience. But what if that's finally starting to change? Because the story doesn't end there. A new, much more accessible path to getting that native quality has opened up. And honestly, it's changing the entire game for creators and small businesses. This is the question that changes everything. What if you could get all the amazing benefits of native, that incredible speed, the top-notch security, the perfect user experience, but without the massive costs and the crazy long timelines? What if you could actually have your cake and eat it too? This is the new reality. On one side, you have the old way. Really expensive, super time-consuming, and you absolutely need a team of expert coders. But on the other side, you've got the modern, no-code approach. It's fast, it's cost-effective, and it's accessible to pretty much anyone, even if you have zero technical skills. The answer lies in these new, powerful, no-code platforms. Tools like AppMySite are revolutionary because they automate the entire super complex process of writing native code. You design your app using their simple interface, and behind the scenes, the platform automatically generates two separate high-performance, true native code bases, one for iOS and one for Android, all without you ever having to write a single line of code yourself. So what does this all mean for you and that brilliant app idea of yours? It means that launching a high-quality, professional native app is more achievable now than ever before. Let's quickly walk through the roadmap. You know, the fundamental steps for building a great app are still the same. You absolutely need a solid strategy, a beautiful design, and a smart launch plan. But now, that critical second step, choosing how you're going to build it, is no longer a massive financial and technical roadblock. It's a strategic choice you get to make. And this, right here, is the most important takeaway. The entire conversation has shifted. The question is no longer if you can build a high-quality native app. The only question now is how you're going to do it. So let's circle back. Is coding the only path to a great app? For a really long time, the answer was pretty much yes. But now, with the rise of these powerful no-code tools that can generate true, authentic, native code, the answer is a resounding no. The power to create is really, truly in your hands.